Hello bitches. Welcome back to my shitty channel. Do you like this video format? Not going to lie, but I was totally inspired by Ashley Ann. She made the iconic Guide to Queen video plus much more amazing content. Shout out to Ashley Ann. Go sub to her channel and tell her Erin sent you. Okay, don't do the second part. She has no idea who I am. Anyway, in today's abomination of a video, we are going to be discussing Queen's looks through the years. Because, as you know, they have many iconic looks spanning over 20 years. I'll be going through their most iconic and fire looks, rating them as we go. So, sorry if I miss any, but there is a lot to get through, so without further ado, let's get into the video. We'll start out with the easiest one. Brian, or as I like to call him, Brian. I was born with this hair, May. Brian has literally had the same hairstyle for pretty much 50 years. And it totally works and I love it. Before Queen, and even before Smile, for reasons which I cannot explain, Brian did not have curly hair. I don't know about you, but this raises many questions for me. Like, why did his hair suddenly start going curly? When he was younger, did he do something to stop it from going curly? I guess we'll never know. Also, I'm in love with this look. Brian is probably in his late teens in this photo, and as you can see he is holding his red special guitar, which him and his dad built together. And if I had a time machine I would defo go back in time, and try and slide in those DMs. Overall, I'd say that pre-Smile pre-Queen Brian is a solid 8 out of 10. Now on to Smile era Brian, which goes from 1968 to 1970. There's not a lot of photos from this era, but these are some I found. I don't know what Brian's hair started doing here, but as you can see it started to become an afro. In my opinion, he kind of looks like Annie with brown hair. But it is still a good look. It's not as good as when he was in his late teens, but still a good look. I'd give this 7 out of 10. Moving on to Queen era Brian. I have to say that when finding photos for this video, I came across this photo and I was fully shook. Oh my god. Look at Brian's hair in this photo. Bitch, I'm fully dying. I have never seen this before. This is the hairstyle that Gwilym has in his first scenes in Bo Rap, and I was really confused where they got that from, because Brian never had that hair. Well, now I know he did, and I'm low-key here for it. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5. Wow. Sorry to go off track like that, but I had to talk about it. Now, this is where it gets really simple, as Brian's hair is about to stay the same for the next 50 years. The only change is that his hair started to change from brown to grey, and that's it. Some people make fun of him for having this hair, but obviously those people are stupid. Brian May's hair is amazing and iconic. His wife Anita knows what's up.
A lot of people are giving him a lot of stick about his hair, and they say, oh, you know, the poodle perm. It isn't permed. It grows out of his head like that. He has no control over it. That's the way his hair is. If he cut it short, it would just be like that, but short. And it wouldn't look so nice. That's why he has it long.
That's right, boo. You put those bitches in their place. Now, it would be practically impossible to not talk about Brian's love for clogs when talking about his looks. I don't know why, but Brian fucking loves clogs. In fact, if he wasn't a rock star legend, he probably would open up his own clog factory somewhere. Here are some pictures showcasing Brian and his clogs. He even got the rest of the band to wear them, bitch I cannot. Although I personally would never wear clogs, he seems to like them, and I support him. Therefore I'm giving the clogs a 6 out of 10. Unfortunately, because we are talking about all of Brian's looks, I have to mention a period of time where Brian had a beard. In some photos it doesn't look that bad, like this one for example, or this one. But the majority of pictures where Brian has a beard are cursed images. Obviously, because it's Brian, we still love him, even if he can't pull off facial hair that well. Like, what even is this photo? What is he doing? Don't even get me started on this one. Brian, why do you look like Jesus Christ? Let's be clear, he looks like someone's thotty dad who couldn't pay for child support because he spent all his money on weed. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I'm giving the beard a 4 out of 10. But I still love you, Bri. Don't hate me. Now let's take a look at some of Brian's iconic outfits. Here's that awesome white flowy shirt thing from Queen's early concerts. And here's the same style shirt in black. Just saying, Brian in the early 70s is truly a blessing to us all. Like damn, he looks so good here I can't deal. Also his outfit at Live Aid is amazing too. So simple yet so memorable. This is what Brian looks like now. Brian still tours, and he also helps a fuck ton of animals such as badgers, foxes and hedgehogs. This is because he is an amazing person, and we love him for it. Look at him, my heart is bursting. All the looks I just talked about are all 10 out of 10s. And here are some bonus Brian looks, before we move on. Now on to the next member of Queen. The drummer Roger Taylor. Roger has a lot of iconic looks under his belt. But let's start out with these pictures of him as a child. Oh my god, he looks so precious here. Roger pre-smile is a good 8 out of 10. Moving on to Queen era Roger. I'd say that you could split Roger's looks into 3 categories. 1. The 70s where he had long hair. 2. Late 70s to 2000s where he had his short hair. And then 3. The hair and beard that make him look like Father Christmas. A lot of people, Queen and non-Queen fans alike, think that Roger is pretty spicy. And it's not hard to see why. Even in the 70s, when he kind of looked like a woman, he was still hot. And, when he was dressed as a girl in I Want to Break Free, people were still a slut for him. Again, it's easy to see why. Rogerina is a beautiful woman and I would totally drop my pants for her in a day. And damn, look at those legs. Somehow, Roger as a girl looks better than me. And I'm actually a girl. Because of this, Rogerina gets 100 out of 10. Yes, it's that iconic. Roger has other many famous looks including his striped turtleneck jumper from Wembley '86. This is a nice simple look, so I give it a 9 out of 10. The glasses add something extra to it too. Next is his costume in the It's a Hard Life music video. Even though he hated it and wanted to burn it, I don't think it's that bad. If anything, I like what they were going for. I give it a 7 out of 10. There's also this jumper from the News of the World documentary, and I'm obsessed with it. Look at it. It's adorable. A solid 10 out of 10, if I do say so myself. But I have to admit that my favorite look of Roger's is this suit he wore to the News of the World release party. Not even joking. He straight up looks like a prince in this suit and I'm so here for that. Another 10 out of 10. As for the beard Roger grew out in his later years, I love that too. It makes him look like a biker who's killed and not afraid to kill again, especially with all those tattoos. Look at this badass motherfucker. I give the beard a 9 out of 10. Finally, we have to talk about Roger's eyes, because they are beautiful. He has these bright blue eyes that straight up look like 2 diamonds on his face. His eyes alone are a 10 out of 10. In conclusion, Roger Taylor is a beautiful blonde woman and Father Christmas look-alike. Here are some of my favorite looks of Roger's, such as this one and this one. Did I mention this one? Also this one. LMAO, he has a teapot for a hat. I love it. Actually, I lied. I have one more Roger look to show you. So basically, I imagine in the late 70s, Roger dyed his hair blonde, but it turned out green. So here's pictures of Roger with accidental green hair. This makes me giggle quite a bit, because it would only ever happen to Roger. I'd rate this look 7 out of 10, purely because of how funny I find it. Okay, now we are moving on for real. The next member of Queen I'm really excited to talk about. He's low-key the reason I decided to make this video in the first place. And that member is John Richard Deacon, born on the 19th of August 1951. If you're at this point thinking to yourself, what? John Deacon doesn't have any iconic looks, then bitch think again. Because I'm here to show you why Deaky has the most iconic looks of Queen next to Freddie. His hairstyles alone could fill up a whole ass video, so let's get into some of John's most iconic looks. First of all, can we just talk about how cute John was as a kid? I mean, look at him. It's so cute it hurts me. Pre-Queen John gets a 9 out of 10. Now on to John's looks after he joined Queen. First of all, his long hair. Although John's long hair isn't my favorite hairstyle of his, I still love it. Mainly because he looks so fucking cute in every picture he's in. I mean, for fuck's sake, look at this outfit. Along with the hair and the freaking bow tie. Girl, I'm literally crying in the club. Another one of John's looks is from when Queen were recording A Night at the Opera at Ridge Farm. Bitch, look at those boots. I could never wear heels like that, yet John is over here owning them. Here is another iconic early 70s John look. John with long hair gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Next we have John's short hair. Again, not my favorite, but it is still amazing. And damn, does he look good. This outfit is especially spicy, and I love it. Right. Everyone needs to pay attention now. In the early 80s, John did this thing, where he wore matching trousers and shirts. There's the red outfit, the yellow outfit, and, my personal favorite, the blue outfit from the Rock Montreal concert in 1981. Not going to lie, but this is probably my favorite outfit Deacon has worn. Just look at how good he looks in it. Wow. What a dad. Not trying to be creepy or disrespectful, but I would totally let him destroy. Anyway, I'd give all the looks I just mentioned a 9 out of 10. Except the Rock Montreal look. That gets a 10. Wow. That look really owns my ass. And I have no shame. Moving on. I'm now about to show you my favorite Deacon hairstyle. That's right. My favorite hairstyle of John's is his perm. And I'm being 100% honest when I say that this floofy hair is the reason I'm still living. I fucking love it. It gives me life. It's probably his most recognizable hairstyle. It's certainly his most fabulous. Also, combined with his Live Aid outfit, this look is truly iconic, and I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I think this is a good time to mention how John displays so much sass in photos. Look at him in this one. And those yellow trousers too, bitch yes. Remember that one time John went out to accept an award in a dorky sweater? How amazing is that? That's a 10 out of 10 right there. And there's no one else who can pull off short shorts quite like John, let me tell you. Here are some examples of John looking iconic in short shorts. Again a 10 out of 10. And here are some Deacon looks that are iconic because memes. I don't know what the thought process for this look was, but I'm here for it. I know that I've been giving John a lot of 10 out of 10s, but that's because he's underappreciated, and he deserves everything in this world. And if you don't agree with me, then I will have to fight you. To round off John's section, here is a collection of pictures that aren't necessarily whole ass looks, but I thought they should be in the video anyway. To be fair, this picture is pretty iconic. So is this one. And this one. And here's John being a cute assho. And here's John being a whole ass snack. I have no words. And yep, you guessed it. It's 10s 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 across the board. If you are wondering why I'm not showing any pictures of John in present day, that's because he retired in 1997 and has been living a very private life since. So it would not have been respectful to put pictures of him past that date in this video, as they were most likely taken without his permission. Just a little side note, don't post pictures of John past 1997. As fans we should respect his privacy. So please don't repost such pictures. Thank you. Now lastly, but definitely not least, we have Freddie Mercury. I don't even know where to start with him, as he has so many iconic looks. Let's just start from the beginning. These childhood pictures of Freddie are actually some of the cutest things I have ever seen. His baby photos are everything. A solid 10 out of 10. There's quite a big gap here, so let's fast forward to pre-Queen Freddie, or, as he was known as at the time, Farrokh Bulsara. Freddie in the 60s is so cute. He looks so soft here I cannot. And here's him eating a biscuit lol. Freddie pre-Queen is a 9 out of 10. Moving on to Queen era Freddie. And let me tell you, this is a wild ride from start to finish. So grab your Bible and strap yourself in, because it's going to be crazy. In the early to mid 70s Freddie still had long hair. It's not my favorite, but he still owns it. Especially in the Killer Queen music video. This fur coat is amazing. It's such a look. Oh look. It's that awesome white flowy shirt thing again. This is also amazing. A 9 out of 10 for both. Freddie would also do this thing, where he'd paint his nails black on one hand, and Brian would paint his white. If that isn't goals as fuck, I don't know what is. The nails get a 10 out of 10. Here are some more iconic early 70s looks. In the late 70s, Freddie wore a lot of one-piece suits at concerts. The most iconic one being the black and white Harlequin suit. There's also this silver sparkly one, and this red one, also this one. This outfit isn't a one piece, but I actually love it so much. Just look at it. Nobody but Freddie could pull this off. Everything I just mentioned is magnificent and gets a 9 out of 10. It's at this point in time that Freddie grew out his mustache and got his hair cut short. This hairstyle is defo his most iconic, and obviously we stan. I would say that Freddie's two most iconic outfits from the 80s are his Live Aid outfit and his Wembley 86 outfit. Both of these looks are literally ingrained in the public's memory, and everyone knows them. For this reason they get a 10 out of 10. My favorite out of the two is his Wembley outfit, because I think the yellow jacket is everything. It might even be more iconic than Live Aid. The fact that they use this outfit in the closing ceremony for the 2012 Olympics shows how iconic it is. See what I mean? Wow, that was amazing. Only Freddie could control a crowd like that 20 years after he's passed away. Your fave could never. Actually, I changed my mind. Both the Live Aid and Wembley outfits cannot be rated, simply because they're to a refill, and his divine looks didn't stop there. Here are some looks from 1989. Here Freddie grew a full-on beard, and it makes him look like a funky dad who works in an office. But a cool office, where everyone loves him and wants to be his best friend. Even though Freddie was getting pretty ill at this time in his life, that didn't stop him from wearing amazing outfits. Here's Freddie in a vest with all his cats sewn onto it. How adorable. His illness also didn't stop his humor, as you can see in this photo. He really was not of this world. What did we do to deserve him? All those looks are 10 out of 10s. His ongoing high spirits at the time really make me love them more. The fact that he kept going, even though he was seriously ill. He always looked for the light at the end of the tunnel. Oof. Sorry about that. Let's move on before I get too emotional. I think we should take a look at some more of Freddie's concert outfits, because they are so extra, and I live for them. As you know, there are quite a lot, but here are some of my favorites, like this one, and this one. Here he looks like a rainbow. It's stunning. Also this one. And I don't need to tell you how iconic this is. You know, this is actually one of my favorite pictures of Freddie. A 10 out of 10 right there. Here are some iconic looks from music videos too, such as The Invisible Man, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, I Want to Break Free, It's a Hard Life, and some from his solo career. And look, Rogerina comes back just for Freddie. My favorite Freddie look from a music video is from I Want to Break Free, so it gets a 10 out of 10. To wrap up Freddie's section, I think I should show you some of Freddie's casual looks. Because, even though he had a flamboyant style on stage, off stage he had some iconic outfits too. This outfit from 1985 I adore. I love the snowflake suspenders so much. And here's Freddie in a striped tank and pink shorts. How precious. This picture really had me clutching my wig and pearls, I'll have you know. Also, how can we not talk about Freddie and his cats? How iconic. And this outfit is very cute too. Wow, Freddie really was a king when it came to fashion. Even in this silly hat he still looks amazing. I mean, he's wearing a plastic bag on his head and even still, he looks better than I ever will. This is what I love about Freddie, the fact that he wasn't afraid to wear outlandish things. He wore whatever he damn well pleased, not giving a rat's ass what others thought, and it worked. You know why? It's because he's Freddie fucking Mercury and he can do whatever he wants. We love you, Fred. Fucking finally, we are at the end of the video. This video is so long, but I hope you all enjoyed it, since I put my blood, sweat and tears into it. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but I literally almost died making this. I have been working on this video for 3 days, and because of this, it gave me dry eyes. No really, my eyes were watering really bad, as they were trying to compensate for the lack of moisture on my eyeballs. My eyes were so bloodshot it looked like I had been smoking a big fat blunt. But I'm okay now. Anyway, for real, I hope you liked this video. It's been a long journey, but I'm glad we went through it together. I will always remember the laughs we shared, and the tears we shed. Okay, but what the fuck am I talking about? To wrap up this video, I think we can all agree that the members of Queen are 4 fashion icons who really know how to come for our wigs. We truly stand legends. Now remember to stay away from sex and drugs, and stick to snacks, sacks and Pepsi Max. And only use your mouth to spread the good word of the Lord. After watching this video you'll need him. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.